Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. I'm here today to talk to you about one of my favorite cryptocurrencies in the space right now. It is called Hedera. What we're going to be talking about is basically Hedera from a fundamental perspective, a technical analysis perspective, and then we're going to be breaking down basically a price prediction to see where this asset could be going here in the coming weeks, months, years or so. Okay, without further ado, let's get straight into this lovely video here for Hedera and this lovely layer 1 blockchain. Now, Hedera itself actually is a super interesting layer 1. Yes, it's obviously got all of the bells and whistles in terms of time to finality, transactions per second, and stuff like that. But what this blockchain actually does that is different in compared to other layer 1s in the space right now, it's actually an open source public network governed by the leading blue chip companies around the world. Okay, I'm talking the blue chips. Okay, I'm talking the Googles, the LG, the IBM, the WorldPay, the big companies that sort of govern the world. Okay, now this is a blockchain that is governed by them. So if blockchain adoption is going to happen, guys, and we are going to see these companies really dive into cryptocurrency and sort of bridge over to the sort of not completely decentralized sort of network, but a more stable financial system and a more stable ecosystem here for their businesses, for the economies, for everything here. That's obviously all what we want. But this is where Hedera and HBAR come in, because this blockchain, as I said, it's governed by these blue chips, but it's built to power decentralized applications, dApps, for example, okay? So this basically means if the bridge is gonna happen here, all of these companies are building on this chain. They're building on this chain because they govern this chain and they know basically how it works and yeah, they govern it, okay? So this is the chain that they're gonna choose. And it's currently at a $6.3 billion market cap. It's still quite established in the space here, but it's still massively underpriced. And we will go into how underpriced in a minute here. But I do think that that this thing is definitely got a lot of legs here for the future here, considering all the unlocking period has now just finished here. So they've basically unlocked all the supply that they were going to, which is super bullish here. So there's no exit liquidity or anything like that happening at this time here, and it's just got really good strong fundamentals for a layer 1, and as well, as I said, it's governed by all these blue chips, and it is a proof of stake mechanism as well, which is on the newer side in comparison to Bitcoin, which is proof of work, which consists of like mining, whereas proof of stake is like you have your investors and the community stake the asset for a financial return here, and then that is used to basically power the network and basically keep everything running, okay? Which is completely fine, and they've got massive partners here, and yeah, overall it's a great project that I think has got really strong potential here, and I would definitely I mean it's in my wallet. Okay, it's in my wallet. I've had this for a very long time, and I do think there's a lot more room for growth here. Now, let's get into the chart and let's see how much money we could be making trading this beautiful asset. Okay, so you can see here that we've clearly got, this is a very prominent downtrend, and just jumping on the daily quickly, guys, you can see that this is a falling wedge scenario. Falling wedges tend to usually break to the upside. We did see a lovely break to the upside, and this is why we have we basically stagger our take profits from for these positions, guys. Okay, so you can see the measure move that we were potentially going for was basically something along the lines of this, and that would have been all the way up to this sort of area here, which would have been this sort of lower high here for this current downtrend. Now, that didn't happen, and this is why we stagger our take profits all the way up throughout positions like this, because it's very likely that you do get rejected, okay, which we have seen here. So we stagger our take profits up, and the reason we do this is because, as I said, you get rejected, and you hit your first take profit. What happens? You put your stop loss, which is here, to your entry point, and then you're sat in a risk-free trade, okay? You're sat like this. You're sat like this, chilling. You've got other take profits on the way up here. Usually split your trade into 4 take profits, because that is the best way to really make the money and sort of mitigate your risk across the board here. Once you hit your first take profit, stop loss to entry, and then you run up. Okay, you're in a risk-free trade, you're sat there, you're chilling, and in this instance, we ran up here, second take profit hit, very clean, very nice here. We've taken profit twice, stop losses at entry. Oh no, now we get wrecked. But we've already taken 50% of our equity out of the trade, and we've already banked profit. So it's a successful position nonetheless, okay? And that is the best way to sort of trade these cryptos that are super, super volatile here and very, very reactive to Bitcoin, okay? Now let's look at the potential trade now. I mean, if you just look at this thing, it's just a straight buy right now, in my opinion. You can see the massive, massive volume from these areas here. Yeah, the volume might be slowing down a bit, but this is it's super underpriced. You buy when the fear is high, guys. When everyone's scared, this is when you should be buying this asset, okay? And right now, this is on a reduction from the high of roughly, literally 62%, slapping lows of 68%, okay? This is a perfect buying area for this asset here. You know, I'm actually gonna draw a little lovely little box in here and have that as a buying area for future videos, because that is just super, super nice here. Let me know what you think of that buying area for this asset. And while you're doing that in the comment section, I'm going to get into a lovely price prediction for this asset. Okay. Now, before we do that, I just want to bring up other cryptos and layer ones in the space here, just to show you guys that there is massive, massive potential here for this asset here in terms of market cap. Okay. So the price prediction for Hedera right now is something that's super interesting, okay? If we zoom out here and go to the all-time high for this asset, it's actually at 57 cents. So from this buy area here, if we were to buy at this area up to 57 cents, we'd be looking at roughly, close I can get it, roughly 280% gain on your investment. That's a 3.8x, guys. If you put in 10K, you're walking out with $38,000. And you can see we've run up like this before. Okay, it's super easy to do so. This is the buying area that you guys should be getting involved with here. And I know you guys are watching the content and you're not buying. And when we're at this area, we'll be up at this high and you'll be like, oh, I need to buy now. Like, no, that's not where you buy. You buy when the fear is high. Okay, this is the buying area right now. Obviously not financial advice, all that good stuff, but that is the price prediction to the all-time high. We will get there within 1 to 3 years. I promise you that. The next level for a price prediction for this asset, for me, if you look at other cryptocurrencies in the space right now, like BNB, Solana, Tron, obviously Doge, Cardano, they're at market caps of 19, 24, 26, 61, $79 billion, okay? Hedera right now is only at 6.31. And just remember, guys, Hedera is governed by some of the leading blue chip companies in the world right now. Google, okay, WorldPay, IBM. These are massive, massive blue chip companies that govern this blockchain. Now, that poses the question, how high can this thing go? I would like to put this at roughly a $20 billion market cap in the next 3 years. I think that's super achievable with the adoption that crypto is going to have. So that would basically be a 3x up to $18 billion from where we are now. But $18 billion is still, in my opinion, pretty underpriced for this asset, okay? But yeah, we have had unlock periods as well. So a 3x to $18 billion would be, again, this 280%. So I would like to think that we could get to probably $30 billion, okay? A $30 billion move for this asset would be literally like ridiculous gains, probably like 400% on your investment, up to roughly around this 80 cent sort of mark. That's my price prediction. Let me know what you think of that in the comment section, guys. That is basically a 5.3x on your investment. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Leave your comments in the comment section of Hedera and whether you think that this blockchain is a blockchain to watch and whether you think that there is potential to be making money trading this asset. Thank you ever so much for watching yet again. Drop a little like as well. Peace out for now, and I'll see you in the next one.